Good morning and welcome to the show, and thanks for waking up with us this morning. Today we're waking up with the maestro of the Panama City Pops, Eddie Rackley. Maestro, can I call you Maestro?
Oh, sure,
That's
sure.
like a Seinfeld reference, you know, it's like, call me Maestro.
Oh, yes. I'm not hung up on it, but you may.
But you truly are a maestro of the Panama City Pops.
That's correct.
Now, what's your background? How does someone get to become a maestro?
Now that's a story in itself. I don't know how others do it, but mine was somewhat by accident. Back in, well, I've been doing this as my 9th year. 10 years ago, I came on the board of what was then the Orchestra of St. Andrew Bay. Mm-hmm. And the then conductor stepped down, and they asked if I would
Now, you're a musician as well,
yes,
of course.
I'm a worship leader, really. I've been a minister of music all my life. But before that, when I was in college, particularly my junior, senior years, I was a professional studio vocalist with Jackie Gleason, and I worked with just the greats down there. I was really blessed to be able to do that. I called that the golden era of Miami, and to work with Bing Crosby and all of these people. And then I did a lot of studio work with commercials and album back. So
now you're here in Panama City.
Yes.
And you're leading the Pops.
Right.
And which I got to tell you is just a gem for this city and for the whole region, actually.
Well, I really enjoyed it. And so when I took that over, I said, okay, it wasn't something I thought would be really long term. And things just started happening, and I've got the most precious people who play for me. I love them dearly. I really do. I say that. I don't ever want that to become trite, because it's meant from the depths of my heart. And they've been with me for 9 years. And then I said, let's change the name, and maybe it will garner. Well, it has a fun sound to it, you know. Let's come, because orchestras are not boring, much. But I believe majority of people seem to think that.
But you call it the Pops. You think
Panama
of
City Pops.
Why not? Right. I mean, Boston has its Pops. New York has its Pops.
And all of those people play in the classical orchestra too, like the New York Philharmonic or the Boston Symphony, and so I started this little format of we'll do the first half of our concerts classical, the second half will be the pop side.
Fun stuff, yeah.
And things just it's been progressing. Our attendance keeps growing to the concerts. That is, the level of music that they played. They just blow me away, because they work hard. I say with a lot of fun, tongue in cheek, but probably a lot of truth. These people allow me every 2 hours on Thursday night to abuse them, and I
where else can you get that?
Yeah,
you know, really?
I mean, you know, they just come for abuse, but they're precious, and they've stepped up to the plate. They're playing just world-class music. We opened this year. Well, we take it from a small step back 9 years ago, and it's grown in its musicality, in its audience attendance every year, every concert really. And we find that people who come to our concerts, once they attend, well, let me give you an example. They always come back, and someone just either it was an email or something that they posted on our Facebook page that this was our first concert. My husband said, we will never miss another. And they'd never been. That was just from a week and a half ago, the concert we had. And that's a typical Pops concert where we opened. I called it Romancing Italy. And everything in the concert, both classical and Pops, was either written by an Italian composer or performed by an Italian artist.
I'm so sorry I missed that one, because I've seen you guys play before, and it is really breathtaking stuff. We have to run off to the local weather. But on the other side of that, I want to talk about what's coming up with the Pops, and talk about some of a certain tuba player that you've got there, too, who sells boats on this show. We'll be right back after you're Waking Up with Don weather. Welcome back to the show, and thanks for watching this morning. And now back to my in-depth interview with the maestro of the Panama City Pops, Eddie Rackley. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it very much.
Yeah, it's so good to see you and get acquainted with you. You know, we went to the ABBA concert.
October.
In October, and you guys were backing them up. And it was just hysterical to see. I was like, look at all those hippies up there. Where'd they get them from? Then I realized you guys are all...
Didn't they look ridiculous?
They were all in period costume of like the 70s.
They did, and I said, hey, guys, let's have fun. Let's dress up 70s.
Yeah.
And I've always said all my life, since that decade, I said, one day, those of us that lived in that period are going to say it was the worst dressed period in history of America.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. It was the worst clothes, three-piece double knit polyester suits.
And big old platform shoes. They think that's new.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I remember those.
That's right. That's right.
I had a three-piece powder blue suit with platform shoes, a wingtip collar with blue piping on it with multiple gold chains. I mean, good grief, was that ugly or what?
The only thing I couldn't do was get the hair
and the
thing
big
going.
Hair.
Yeah, I've always had a struggle with that part.
Well, I saw some pretty crazy wigs in the orchestra that night too. So
you did.
It just seemed like it's just a joyous time for you guys.
It's a lot of fun to do something like that. The Arrival from Sweden, they package their concert. They can do it with or without an orchestra, but the orchestra just makes it that much more powerful and exciting. Even from their lips, they say that. They absolutely love that. They had just performed 4 concerts with the Boston Pops.
And
that brings me to a great point I'd love to say about our Pops. What we do here, our ticket price for that concert was $29.50. We maintained it. The same group, the same music, the same high quality in Boston would have cost you $100 to $150 per ticket. And anywhere else, you're going to pay that price. And as we have tonight, the music of the Eagles. Our ticket prices, well, if you go to Marina Civic Center and look on there, in the balcony from $19.50 to $29.50, the bottom floor $39.50, I believe. But we maintain our ticket prices at a very affordable cost to people.
Culture is available to everyone, even for those of us who are on a budget.
Right.
And it's such a great thing, that whole gift of music. It brings that. We have a lot of culture in a town this size.
Yes, we do.
And the Panama City Pops is just a huge part of all that.
Well, and we enjoy it. And with the music of the Eagles tonight, that place will be packed.
I grew up on the Eagles.
And I'm going to tell you, man, I call it an encore presentation, encore music of the Eagles. A year and a half ago, we did that at Aaron Besant Park. 5,000-6,000 people showed up for that concert. Wow. It was just incredible. So we want it to be affordable to the local people. And so we keep those ticket prices down. So go on our website, panamacitypops.org, and look what's coming up, because right after that, March 21, Melinda Doolittle, who was a finalist in American Idol, and I'm bringing Jim Gray, who is the go-to guy in Nashville for all the high-end professional stuff. He's the writer-producer for the Nashville Symphony. He's the guy that everybody calls when they need studio musicians in the studio. He's the writer. He's just an incredible and a great friend. And I like to bring people like that in when I can, so that our orchestra gets to work with the very top people, plus our community gets to meet him. He's going to play piano for Melinda that night.
And in the few seconds we have left, I just do want to compliment you on the talent that's at your disposal right here in little old Panama City.
It is.
I mean, we've got our friend Bob Fowler, who plays tuba, who also, buy a boat from Bob Fowler at Marine Max. I got to get that in there.
Gosh, you might get a free boat out of that.
I might get a free boat.
No, I know, Bob. No, that ain't going to
well, at least make him play the tuba for you when you go to look at a boat.
There you go.
That's part of his deal now. Or we just made it part of his deal.
Yes, it did.
But Maestro, thank you so much for coming on the
Don.
show. It was a real pleasure getting to know you.
Thank you.
And good luck. And go see the Panama City Pops and go see the Eagles tonight.
That's right. Thank you.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. I am here with the lady hypnotist, Benita Kingstein Camp from Capstone House. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Good to see
Good
you,
to
Benita.
see you again, Don. How you doing?
I don't.
Great.
Whenever you come on, I'm always like in a better mood. For whatever reason, you just have that positive aura about you. And it kind of rubs off.
Well, it's same here. I come here, I really enjoy myself.
Oh, good.
I have a good time on Don Arias' show.
Well, what's going on at Capstone House now? You've got some other things cooking out there
Capstone House has got me busy. We have
Excuse me just for a minute.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, Capstone House is an alternate learning center.
Yes,
is that
it's
right?
alternative learning center and also holistic healing type of
Okay,
center.
so it's kind of, you know, new wave-ish, but
New wave, new age, and a lot of naturopathic experience. And what we've just installed the John of God Crystal Bath Healing Bed, which is a
crystal bath healing bed.
Yes, it's
Holy mackerel.
exciting. What it is it's Vogel crystals that are cut to each chakra, and the John of God is in Brazil.
Wait a minute, back up the truck.
Right.
Okay, chakra.
The chakras are our energy systems that we have many chakra systems in our organs, different organs in our body. But then we have the main chakra system, which is a large system that starts at the crown, the forehead into the throat, the heart into the intestinal system.
Okay, and now you have these crystals.
And we
Is that what
have
you're
these crystals. They're Vogel.
I've heard of this crystal stuff before.
Right. They're Vogel crystals, 32
Vogel
cut.
crystals.
And they're tuned to each chakra. Each chakra has a different vibration. And then so they're put with the light of the chakra color. And then we also have the scalar energy magnets around each crystal. And many people have seen the John of God healing bed, and all these crystals are prayed over in this big John of God organization in Brazil, and then they're shipped to whoever has them. And so the focused intent is whatever ailment the person is experiencing, like low energy in their throat chakra, maybe they've been sick for a couple of months, and then we can focus on that, and then we run all of the lights. It's actually on our website. There's a video of it in action.
So it's sort of like psychic healing, sort of? Is that what we're talking about?
No, it's natural energy that comes, the scalar energy, the way it's spelled, the scalar energy comes down through the tube that holds the light, right through the crystal, and right into the body.
And what are the results from that? Because, you know, people listening to this, and I say this with due respect, it's like, oh, that's just crazy, you know?
Oh, it is insane. It's good stuff.
It's good, crazy stuff.
It is, yeah.
But people do benefit from it if somehow.
Yes,
Otherwise,
do.
you wouldn't do it, I suppose.
Yes,
right?
they do, because our energy and our system can become out of balance. And it's much like a chiropractor or acupuncture, putting things back into a place, aligning the nerves and aligning the bones of the body. This aligns the chakras, and then each chakra then provides the proper amount of energy. The benefits are less aches and pains, lower blood pressure, healing of less arthritic pain, and all of these type of things.
So if I want to learn more about this, I can go to the website, which is capstonehouse.com.
Capstonehouse.com, yes, and the information is there. Watch the video and learn, and then come over to the free seminar on next Wednesday, the 11th at 7. Our address, our phone number, everything is on the website. Call us up, come in for a session if you wish, even before that. I'm doing about 5 sessions a day on it right now.
Wow.
Yes.
So people are coming to avail themselves of your
Yes,
services.
absolutely.
So it's not for everyone, but if you're predisposed to this type of thing, if you think you may get some benefit from it, it doesn't hurt to learn.
That's
I suppose.
right, yes, and we want people to come and learn about the alternative things that we have at Capstone. Food, medicine, everything. We have all kinds of modalities for change there. So, and we have a lot of free seminars coming this year. And yoga. We have a new yoga class.
Benita King Steinkamp from Capstone House. It's always interesting and fun to have you on the show. And thanks so much for sharing that with us. So if you care about your chakra, give Benita a call at Capstone House.
That's right.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. I'm here with Vicki Stewart from the Ghetto Palace and now Live 850.
Yes.
Yes, and a handy little app that we all have on our phones tells us, you know, where the fun is at this weekend. So if you don't have it, download it. Live 850. Vicki, what is going on this weekend?
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of things. Panama City Beach is having their Mardi Gras at Pier Park and Music Festival. That begins this Friday the 13th from 4 to 9 p.m.
You a little skittish about going out on Friday the 13th?
Nah. It's good luck. It's just a
Okay.
number.
Yeah.
It's like your age.
You can still- yeah, it is a number. Bigger than 13, too. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Good things happen on the 13th.
Yeah.
So, and there's fireworks at the end. And then on the 14th, it begins at 8 a.m. with a 5K run. And it goes until 8:30. So they've got their Mardi Gras Music Festival going on. Also on Friday the 13th is the Music Festival. I mean, not the Music Festival, I'm sorry, Music of the Eagles.
Oh, the Eagles. You know, I grew up on the Eagles.
Yes, well, this is
yeah.
the Panama City Pops Orchestra with Terry Brock and those guys, and they are,
Sure.
if you've never heard this, you don't want to miss it.
We have had Maestro on the show, so yes.
Yes.
The Pops are just outrageously good.
That begins at 6:30 at the Marina Civic Center. Then also on the 13th, we also have some stuff downtown going on. The Place has Turtlefoot. Millie's has got John Davis, and Baby K and the Juice will be at the Panama Ale House, which is a new place downtown on Harrison
Where
Avenue.
is that, the Panama Ale House?
It used to be Chef of Mondays.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. I
and
know.
now it's, and then it was the Colonial, but now it's,
But we've got some music there.
yes, and
got some cool
craft
stuff going on.
beers and,
Yeah.
and really great food. And Millie's also has awesome food, so
Mm-hmm.
all the places do, and the Place. So also we have on the 14th, the St. Andrews Marina Governor Stone. It's a second Saturday sales, leaves from the farmers market for the historic St. Andrews sale. So I think that's a boat, tour. Also on February 14th, Gannon Love.
Finally, we're out of the 13th.
Yes, we're out of that.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, we have Gannon Love at the Twisted Brew.
Valentine's Day. Now I'm feeling lucky
You are?
because it's no longer the 13th.
Have you got your cards and everything?
Of course I do.
Of course you do.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the ticket I do. Yeah, that's right.
And then Sarah Moranville is also playing at Panama Ale House. And then we have on the 15th also, then we moved on. But this is the weekend, right?
Right.
So Sunday the weekend, My Fever's playing at Mosey's downtown. That's what we got for
Yeah.
850 for
So
live
850
music.
for the weekend, and we got some stuff going on during the week as well. And when in doubt, just get this handy little app, man.
We are updating it, or they are updating it all the time. We feed them what we have,
Right.
And when we know where there's live music, we always try to make sure so that if you want to see what's going on around town, it's like, oh, what do I want to do tonight?
Yeah.
Go to Live 850.
That was such a common complaint in this community for a long time. I didn't know about that until I saw it on the news. I didn't know about it till it was over and somebody told me how cool it is.
Correct.
Or was. And now we got it all at our fingertips at Live 850.
It's awesome. So all this information we spoke of, you can find there. It's on there. And that's where I got it.
Vicki, thank you
to
so
come
much
in.
for coming on the show. And thanks for everything that you and Crook do for the community.
Oh.
I mean, I feel like every time I talk with you guys, I have a brush with culture.
Yes.
And
well,
music. And, it takes a lot more to be a
Yeah.
community than just going to work.
It is. But it's not us. It's the community. Thank you, the community, for coming out and supporting live music and doing all these wonderful, wonderful things. So
Takes a little extra effort to be a good citizen. And Vicki, I appreciate
Absolutely.
everything that you and Crook do and
Well.
what they do on, what Jennifer does with Live 850.
absolutely. We certainly appreciate you, Don.
All right, Friday the 13th. Get out, have fun. We'll be right back.
What's going on? It's Southern Sunday here again. I'm Kyle.
Mitch.
And I'm Alec.
We're going to do another cover song right here for you by Luke Bryan. It's called Dirt Road Diaries.
Y'all ready? Let's go.
Me and Daddy ride around all day shooting doves off a line in a Chevrolet. Old lad will jump out the back and fetch 'em up. And we drive for miles and miles and never once hit blacktop or change a dial. Kyle Mitchell on that station was all there was. And checking gates and fixing fence roads, that's how my story goes. If you want to know the real me, just turn the page in my dirt road diary. It's right there for you to see. Every kiss, every beer, every cotton-filled memory. With tan legs and some Dixieland delights, riding round windows down on a summer night. I was there, that was me. It's right here in my dirt road diaries. I remember when I turned 16, I got a license and some gasoline and a curve or a straightaway. We didn't fly down. If it wasn't the boys, it was me and her by fire in a field down by the river. Every inch of that county was sacred ground. I wish I knew where that old truck was. If it could talk, it could tell on us. If you want to know the real me, just turn the page in my dirt road diaries. It's right there for you to see. Every kiss, every beer, every cotton-field memory. But tan legs and some Dixieland delights, riding round windows down on a summer night. I was there, that was me. It's right here in my dirt road diaries. It ain't a book underneath my bed. It's just a dusty memory lane burning in my head. With tan legs and some Dixieland lights, riding round windows down, feeling right. I was there, that was me. It's right here in my dirt road diaries. It's right around this little town, and you'll see how I wrote my dirt road diaries.